What's up, collectors? Welcome back to another unboxing video. Today we're going to be talking about some Disney animated films from the 1940s that just recently got a Blu-ray release. They're Make Mine Music and Melody Time. Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump into these. I'm very excited to finally have these in my hands. These are two Disney Movie Club exclusives. I just joined the Disney Movie Club last year, mostly because of the exclusives. And I was very excited about these ones in particular because while Melody Time is available on Disney Plus at the moment, Make Mine Music is the only animated feature from Disney that's not available on Disney Plus. So finally having that in some really good quality on my shelf was very exciting. If you don't know anything about these films, these are two movies released in the the wartime era of Disney animation, which is in the 40s during World War II, when most of Disney's staff was drafted into the war, and the rest of them that weren't drafted were busy making propaganda films. So they didn't really have a lot of time to work on feature films, and they had a bunch of leftover ideas around the studio. So they put together 6 package films and released those, kind of anthologies set to music. And I have the other ones. The first two are Saludos Amigos and The Three Caballeros, which was also an exclusive on the Disney Movie Club. And then the other two being Fun and Fancy Free and The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, which I really like those two. So these two complete that little collection of the wartime era, and I'm very glad that we have them, because now I can have them all sitting together on the shelf. Well, 3 of them will be sitting together in the yellow section. That one will be over in the blue. But really glad we finally have all these. Melody Time, Make Mine Music is the first one chronologically, so I'll talk about that one first. It's released in 1946. It was originally 10 animated shorts set to music in kind of the same vein as Fantasia, but instead of classical music, it was popular music at the time. And now, though, there's only 9 shorts. One of them has been pulled from all future releases since the theater, really. I think there's the only way you can get it. There was one uncut release that was released in Japan. It was like a laser disc. But everything else, that first short has been edited out. And there was also some little bits of one of the other shorts that's been edited, which is called All the Cats Join In. And that first short that was edited out is called The Martins and the Coys. So you can't get that. There was some talk, and I think even announcement, that this was going to be the uncut version on the Blu-ray, and people were really excited about that, especially like huge Disney fans, but turned out to not be the case. This is still the edited version, which is a bit of a bummer, but still glad to have it. These are very bare bones releases. I don't know. There's pretty much nothing. There is a little card inside that has a or like a code for their site, but I've already taken that out. The disc is just a plain blue disc. These are basically just budget releases. They use the same artwork for all of the exclusives, which I'm not a huge fan of. I wish they would, but I understand that these aren't going to fly off the shelves, and a lot of people aren't going to pick this up, so they have to kind of cut corners. But like I said, it's still just fine to have it, and I did watch this recently, and the transfer is really good. It does look good. I actually watched through the entire wartime era in the last couple of weeks for some reason. These got me in a mood when these came in, and then I just kept watching through the rest. And I actually enjoy this era. I think it's underrated. I know a lot of people say this is the worst era of Disney animation, but I think they're really charming. And I like things being set to music, and I also think they're really good for kids because they're shorts. They're broken up into shorts, and when your kids are very young, like toddlers, and they can't hold their attention for an entire film, I think this is a great way to get kids in animation. And this one specifically, Make Mine Music, has some really good animation in it. Like I said, there's 10 shorts. I won't go through all of them, but some of my favorites. Casey at the Bat is kind of a famous Disney one. All the Cats Join In is really cool. That's the one I mentioned earlier. They had some cuts to it, but it's basically like a bunch of teenagers going to the malt shop in the 50s and dancing and stuff, but it's drawn by an actual hand drawing with a pencil, which is pretty cool, like as the animation goes. Peter and the Wolf, I think, is the most famous one from here, which is the famous musical Fairy Tale by Sergei Prokofiev, which I just love that music in general, and to see it in an animation. I actually saw the Disney version in music class when I was like in elementary school. So I had that one like in the back of my head, and then when it popped up as I was watching through this, I got really excited. And then The Whale Who Wanted to Sing at the Met is probably the other my other favorite from this one. But I do really like Make Mine music. It's not my favorite. It might be my least favorite of the 6. But I do like Melody Time a little bit more, but I'm so glad to have it. Like I said, it's not easy to get your hands on, especially not being on Disney Plus or streaming anywhere. So really cool. There's the back artwork. You can see there's Peter and the Wolf right there. Casey at bat and the whale. So yeah, predictable. My 3 favorites are the 3 that are on the back, but not very iconic art on the front. Just kind of an instrument and the whale, but I'll take it. I'm happy to have it. And then the other one, Melody Time, is from 1948. 2 years later, these Fun and Fancy Free came out between these two, but this is the exact same thing. It's 7 shorts set to music, and this one I think is probably top of the one of the top few in my list. If I was actually ranking the 6, maybe I'll do that someday, but I'm not doing that today. Melody Time. This one has The Legend of Johnny Appleseed, if you've seen that short, which is great. It has Little Toot, which is based on a book by Hardy Gormatke, if you've seen that before. And the artwork looks very similar to the book, which is cool. That's one of my favorites. That's one of my son's favorites. And then Pecos Bill. It closes with Pecos Bill, which is a great one. Obviously, the American Tall Tale. And Melody Time, I'll go ahead and show you the back. This one also has a short return of Donald Duck and Jose Carioca, who appeared first in Saludos Amigos and then came back in The Three Caballeros. And they have another little nice short here, which is great. Like I said, there's Little Toot, and you can see Donald and Jose down there. Pecos Bill. Some pretty memorable, iconic ones in this one. Like I said, same thing, just a plain blue disc. No bells and whistles. Kind of a bare bones release, but I am excited that we did get them. They do have some bonus features, which I will read off pretty quickly. Make Mine Music has 3 bonus cartoons, which is the band concert, Musicland, and Farmyard Symphony. So 3 musical related Disney cartoons. And then strange, Melody Time has 3 cartoons as well, but it has Casey Bats Again, Lambert the Sheepish Lion, and Donald Applecore. I don't know why Casey Bats Again is on this release when Casey at the Bat is from Make Mine Music. You think they would put the sequel to that cartoon on this release, but whatever. I've got both of them, so if I want to watch that, I can check them out. Like I said, not much to them, but if you love these films, and if you're just a completionist with the Walt Disney Animation films, kind of like I am, then I think you should check them out. They are on Disney Movie Club for, I actually don't know. I think they're like $24, but if you're a member, you get it for like $12. I don't know. It's confusing. The Disney Movie Club thing is still confusing to me, even though I've been on board for like 6 months now. But I think you can get them for a good price, or you can try to get them on eBay if you can maybe find a good price. They're going for like above $30 from what I've seen. So that's why I finally joined, because I was not able to find the exclusives that I wanted for a good price. But I think these are a great addition to the collection. Like I said, I've already rewatched them with my son recently. He really enjoys them. So check these out if you have kids, or if you're a completionist, or if you're just interested in classic older animation from the 40s, because I think it has a nice, charming touch to it. All right, so that is all I have to say about these. Let me know in the comments down below if you've picked these up, or if you do plan to, and I will be back again with another video about movies real soon. Bye, guys.